Hello and namaste to all of you. Welcome to today's special video for high school students. If you're a parent or student trying to understand the university admissions process in India, then pay attention. Today, we'll talk about the Common University Entrance Test, or CUET, which plays a big role in undergraduate admissions in India. Let's break down what CUET is, why it matters, and how you can make the most of it. Let's take a closer look at CUET. The Common University Entrance Test is a national-level exam conducted by the National Testing Agency for admission to undergraduate programs across India. This exam replaces multiple university entrance tests, allowing students to apply to numerous universities with just a single score. Instead of taking multiple exams for different universities, CUET streamlines the process, making it easier and more efficient. CUET opens doors to 49+ universities, including central universities like Delhi University, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Jamia Millia Islamia University, and many more. It also includes state universities, deemed universities, and private universities that choose to adopt CUET as their admission method. What makes CUET stand out is its fair admission process, with a standardized evaluation that ensures all students are assessed on the same scale. While CUET offers a common pathway for admission to many universities across India, students should note that several reputed institutions, such as Christ University, Symbiosis International University, Jamia Hamdard for select programs, Amity University, and Ashoka University, do not accept CUET scores and instead conduct their own entrance exams or follow separate admission procedures. Therefore, it is important for students to review the specific admission requirements, application timelines, and selection processes of their dream universities to ensure they are fully prepared and do not miss any crucial steps. Now, let's take a look at the CUET exam structure. It is divided into 3 sections, each designed to assess different aspects of your knowledge and skills. Section 1A. This section focuses on languages, and you can choose from 13 primary languages for language proficiency testing. Section 1B. If you want to demonstrate enhanced language proficiency, this section offers more than 20 additional languages to choose from. The language section tests a student's proficiency in English or other chosen languages, focusing on reading comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, and verbal ability. This section is important because strong language skills are essential for success in any university program, whether it is writing assignments, understanding lectures, or communicating effectively. Students may choose more than one language in Section 1 if they are interested in pursuing language studies further, such as Sanskrit, Kannada, or other regional and foreign languages offered at the undergraduate level. Selecting multiple languages is useful for those aiming for language-focused programs or courses where proficiency in a specific language is required. Section 2. This is the section where you'll choose from 27 domain subjects based on your chosen field of study. For example, if you're aiming for a science-related course, you might pick subjects like physics or chemistry. This section allows students to appear for subjects directly related to their intended field of study, such as accountancy, economics, biology, psychology, history, or mathematics. It is the most crucial part of CUET, as universities largely rely on domain scores to determine eligibility for specific courses. Performing well here demonstrates academic readiness, subject knowledge, and alignment with the chosen undergraduate program, making it a deciding factor in admissions. Section 3. The general test is required by some universities and assesses your overall aptitude and reasoning skills, which is useful for many programs. Section 3. The general test should be chosen based on whether the universities and courses you are applying to require or accept it as part of their admission criteria. Not all programs consider the general test, but it is essential for many professional, interdisciplinary, and management-oriented courses, as well as for admissions in universities like Delhi University for certain programs. Students should opt for this section if their preferred universities specify it, or if they are applying for courses where logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, and general awareness play an important role. Choosing. Section 3 is beneficial for students aiming for fields that value analytical and problem-solving skills. The exam consists of multiple choice questions based on the NCERT Class 12 syllabus, so make sure to focus your preparation around that. CUET is a computer-based test, which means the exam will be conducted online and it will take place across multiple days and shifts to accommodate all students. As for the scoring pattern, you'll get +5 points for every correct answer, -1 for each incorrect answer, and 0 for unanswered questions. So, remember to answer carefully. Let's go over the important timelines for CUET. First, the official notification was released on 3rd January 2026 by the National Testing Agency, providing full details on the exam, eligibility, and application guidelines. The registration window is from 3rd January to 31st January 2026, during which you'll need to complete your online application, submit required documents, upload photographs, and pay the application fee. After that, there will be a correction window from February 2nd, 2026 to February 4th, 2026, where you can make any necessary corrections to your application. Your admit card will be released post that and will be notified, containing important details like your exam center, reporting time, and instructions, so keep multiple printed copies. The main exam will take place from May 11th to 31st, 2026, across multiple centers, so make sure to arrive early with all the required documents. After the exam, the answer key will be available in June, and if needed, you can submit objections with supporting evidence, though there may be a processing fee. Finally, the results will be declared in July, which will include your All India rank and category-wise rank. Once the results are out, you can begin your preparation for counseling and admission. We suggest that all students prepare the necessary documents before the CUET registration process begins. These include a valid email, ID, and mobile number for OTPS and updates, Class 10 mark sheet for date of birth verification, and the Class 12 mark sheet if available. Though appearing students may select the appropriate option, students must also keep a valid ID proof such as Aadhaar, passport, PAN, voter ID, or school ID ready. A recent colored passport size photograph and a scanned signature in JPG or JPEG format, adhering to the required size specifications, are essential. Candidates belonging to reserved categories should keep their SC, ST, OBC, NCL, or EWS certificates in the prescribed PDF format, while students under the PWD category must have a valid disability certificate. If applicable, those seeking benefits under the single girl-child category should have a certificate issued by a competent authority. Additionally, students should have their address proof, a list of preferred universities and programs to help select the correct domain subjects, and payment details such as credit/debit card, UPI, or net banking information ready for the application fee submission. Now let's take a look at the CUET/TUG application fees. The fees vary depending on your category and the number of subjects you choose. For the general category, the fee is 1,000 rupees for up to 3 subjects, and each additional subject will cost 400 rupees. For OBC, NCL, EWS, the fee is 900 rupees for up to 3 subjects, with each additional subject costing 375 rupees. For SC, ST, PWD, third gender, the fee is 800 rupees for up to 3 subjects, and each extra subject will cost 350 rupees. International applicants will have a higher fee with 4,500 rupees for up to 3 subjects, and each additional subject will cost 1,800 rupees. Example: if a general category student chooses 5 subjects, the fee will be calculated as follows. First 3 subjects equals 1,000 rupees. 2 additional subjects equals 2 times 400 rupees equals 800 rupees. Total fee equals 1,800 rupees. It's important to remember that students can choose a maximum of 5 subjects for CUET starting from 2025 onwards, so be sure to plan your subject selection carefully to manage your application fee. Let's now focus on strategic preparation for CUET. Here are some tips to help you ace the exam. Grade 12 students, your winning strategy. Your NCERT textbooks are your primary resource and best friend. Make sure to focus on your class notes, diagrams, and case studies. Solving previous year CUET questions and board exam MCQS will also help you familiarize yourself with the question patterns. Language section mastery. To improve your reading comprehension speed, make it a habit to read newspapers daily, especially editorials and opinion pieces. Additionally, Practice synonyms, antonyms, parajumbles, and error spotting to enhance your language skills and passage comprehension. Domain subject excellence. Stick to the NC Art books initially. There's no need for extra study material. For quick revision, solve chapter-wise multiple choice questions from various test series. Also, create formula sheets for subjects like maths, accounts, chemistry, and physics to quickly review key concepts. General test preparation. For the general test section, focus on quantitative aptitude, basic 10th level, logical reasoning, data interpretation, and current affairs. Practice daily using a test book or any other test series you may have access to. Mock test strategy. Start by giving full-length mock tests weekly and gradually shift to daily mock tests as the exam approaches. After every test, analyze your mistakes carefully, identify concept errors, speed issues, and any missed questions. This in-depth analysis is crucial for continuous improvement. Choosing the right subjects for CUET undergrad is critically important. Your subject choices will directly affect your eligibility for specific undergraduate programs at some of India's most prestigious universities, including DU, BHU, JNU, JMI, and many state institutions. When selecting your subjects, base your decisions on the undergraduate degree you desire, not on what your friends are choosing or what seems easier. It's important to remember that incorrect choices could make you ineligible for your dream course, so make sure to choose wisely and align your subjects with your long-term academic and career goals. Professional tip: always verify each university's course-specific eligibility requirements before finalizing your CUET subject choices. This will ensure that your choices match the university's requirements and prevent any confusion later. Now let's look at the course-specific subject requirements. Different programs have certain subjects that students must have studied in school to be eligible. Starting with BA Economics Honours, this course requires a strong academic base, so students must have taken economics, mathematics, and English. For BCom, BMS, or BBA, the essential combination includes English, mathematics, and other relevant domain subjects, depending on the specialization. Next, for BA Psychology, the core requirements are quite straightforward. Students should have studied psychology and English. Moving on to BA Political Science, applicants must have taken political science along with English. Finally, for science courses, the standard subject selection typically includes physics, chemistry, and either mathematics or biology, depending on the specific program. These subject requirements ensure that students enter their chosen courses with the foundational knowledge they need to succeed. Next, let's talk about a smart application strategy. This is one of the most important parts of the CUET process. First, understand university requirements. Every university has its own subject combinations and eligibility rules. For example, Delhi University often requires the best of 3 domain subjects depending on the course, while many other universities may not even require the general test. So it's extremely important to always check the university program list and eligibility on the official NTA CUET website before finalizing your subjects. Second, choose your subjects carefully. Your CUET subject choices must match the course you want to pursue. For example, BBA or BMS requires Math plus English plus General Test. BCom requires subjects like Accounts, Math, or Economics. Psychology programs require Psychology plus English. If you choose the wrong combination, you might become ineligible, so be very careful here. Next, keep your documents ready. While filling out the application, make sure your name is spelled exactly as it appears on your grade 10 certificate. Keep your valid email ID, phone number, scanned photo, and signature ready. If applicable, keep your category certificate or single girl-child affidavit as well. And finally, avoid last-minute mistakes. Fill the form slowly and carefully. Many students lose eligibility because of small errors. On exam day, reach the center at least an hour early, and don't forget your admit card, a valid photo ID, and a transparent water bottle. Double-check everything before final submission. Following these simple strategies can significantly improve your application accuracy and reduce unnecessary stress. Let's dive into the CUET scoring system so you can better understand how your performance is evaluated. First, negative marking matters. It's crucial to be mindful of guessing. Randomly guessing answers can really hurt your score due to negative marking. Instead, only attempt questions you're confident about. If you're uncertain, it's better to skip rather than guess and risk losing points. Now, let's talk about percentile versus raw score. Unlike traditional exams where marks are the main focus, CUET relies on percentile rather than raw marks. Percentile shows how well you performed compared to other students in your shift. So, even if two students have the same raw score, their percentiles might differ based on the overall performance of their respective groups. Next, we have score normalization. CUET is held on multiple days across different shifts, and to ensure fairness, the National Testing Agency uses a process called score normalization. This adjusts scores to account for any variations in difficulty across different exam sessions. Your normalized score is what determines the university cutoffs and your eligibility. Finally, professional tip. Understanding the scoring system is key to developing a smart test-taking strategy. Focus on answering questions accurately rather than trying to answer as many as possible, especially when you're uncertain about the answers. Let's go over some essential tips that will help you succeed in CUET. Choose subjects strategically. As discussed earlier, always consult the university program list to ensure you are choosing the right subjects for your desired program. Follow NCERT Class 12 syllabus religiously. CUET questions are largely based on the NCERT syllabus, so revise your textbooks thoroughly, including examples, case studies, and diagrams to build a strong foundation for success. Practice with regular mock tests. Take full-length mock tests to build both speed and accuracy. After each test, analyze your mistakes to identify weak areas and continuously improve. Keep all documents ready. We have already discussed this in detail earlier. Arrive at the exam center early. Aim to arrive at least 1 hour before the scheduled exam time. This will help you avoid last-minute stress. Don't forget to bring your admit card, ID, and any permitted stationery. Master time management. During the exam, attempt the easier sections first and leave time for revisiting flagged questions. Read each question and all options carefully before answering. This will help you manage your time effectively and avoid careless mistakes. Track university announcements. Universities may have varying cutoffs, counseling dates, and document verification requirements. Keep track of all important announcements and deadlines to ensure you don't miss any critical updates. Stay consistent in preparation. Consistency is key. Study in focused blocks of 2 to 3 hours. Research has shown that consistency beats intensity when it comes to long-term retention of information. On the day of the exam, make sure you bring all the essential items required for entry and verification. First, carry your admit card. Print multiple copies and double-check that all the details on it are accurate. Next, bring a valid ID proof. This should be a government-issued photo ID such as Aadhaar, PAN, or a school ID, and it must match the details on your admit card. You should also carry a recent passport-size photograph, preferably the same one you used during the application process. To stay hydrated during the exam, you're allowed to bring a transparent, label-free water bottle. Depending on your exam center rules, you may also bring a blue or black ballpoint pen for rough work. And finally, if you are a PWD candidate, don't forget your disability certificate, as it's required to verify any approved accommodations. Ensuring you have all these items will help you avoid last-minute stress and enter the exam hall smoothly. Now let's review the dress code and items that are not allowed during our sessions. First, under what not to wear. Clothing with pockets. Please avoid attire featuring pockets of any kind, as they can be distracting or pose security concerns. Full-sleeve garments. Wear only sleeveless or half-sleeve clothing to facilitate checking. Jeans or heavy fabrics. Opt for light, simple clothing like salwar, kurti or pants to ensure comfort and ease of inspection. Loose hair. Girls. Tie hair neatly with rubber bands. Metallic clips or clamps are not permitted to maintain a tidy environment. Next, regarding strictly prohibited items, electronic devices, mobile phones, smartwatches, Bluetooth devices, and earphones are all banned to prevent distraction and maintain security. Study materials, notes, textbooks, calculators, or any reference materials are not allowed inside the examination area. Stationary items, pencil boxes, rough papers, and erasers provided by the center should be used only as instructed. Accessories and bags. Heavy belts, jewelry, handbags, and wallets are not permitted inside to ensure safety and fairness. Please adhere strictly to these guidelines to ensure a smooth and secure experience for everyone. Thank you. Now, let's talk about what you should do when you arrive at the examination center. First things first, it's a good idea to come early, at least 90 minutes before your scheduled slot. That way, you won't feel rushed. When you get there, look out for the signs and find your designated lab. Once you're there, you'll go through identity verification. This might include biometric checks like fingerprints or photos. Just cooperate with the staff. They're there to help. And about your belongings, please leave any prohibited items outside in the designated area. This keeps things secure and makes sure everyone can focus. During the exam, remember to listen carefully to the invigilators and follow their instructions. Keep quiet and stay disciplined. That way, everyone gets a fair chance. Now that you're inside the exam hall, there are a few important points to keep in mind. First, make sure to locate your assigned system and sit only at the computer designated to you based on your roll number. It's important not to switch seats. Next, verify that your equipment is functioning properly. Check that the computer, mouse, and keyboard are working correctly, and ensure your name and subject are correctly displayed on the screen. If you notice any technical issues or incorrect details, report them immediately to the invigilator before the exam begins. Before starting, take a moment to carefully read all the on-screen instructions, which will guide you through the exam process. You will also be given rough sheets. Remember to write your name and roll number on them. If you need extra rough sheets during the exam, you can request them, but all materials must be returned after completing the exam. Following these steps will help ensure a smooth and hassle-free exam experience. During the exam, effective time management is crucial. Start by attempting easier questions first to build confidence and secure quick marks, rather than spending too much time on difficult ones. Make use of the flag feature to mark questions you find challenging, so you can easily revisit them if time permits. Be cautious with guessing, as negative marking may be in place. Only answer questions when you are reasonably confident. Always remember to click Save and Next after each question to ensure your answers are recorded properly. Additionally, keep an eye on the clock to avoid last-minute rushes and allocate time for review at the end of the exam. Stay calm, stay focused, and avoid getting distracted by other questions or the surroundings. Following these strategies will help you maximize your performance and complete the exam smoothly. Now that you've completed your exam, it's important to follow a few key steps to ensure everything goes smoothly. First, review the flagged questions if you still have time. Revisit these questions and double-check your answers to confirm you're satisfied with them. Once you're confident, proceed to the final submission. Remember, you should only submit when you are completely satisfied, because once submitted, your answers cannot be changed. After submitting, move to the exit quietly. Leave the examination hall calmly and quietly as instructed. Make sure to collect all your belongings from the storage area and hand back any rough sheets or materials to the invigilator. Also ensure that nothing is left on your desk before you leave. Following these steps helps maintain exam integrity and ensures a smooth conclusion to your testing process. Before we conclude, here are some critical reminders to help you succeed. First, no changes are allowed once the exam starts, so plan your arrival and preparation accordingly, as you cannot change your exam shift or center on test day. Second, there are no extra time requests. The time limits are strictly enforced, and you cannot request additional time unless you have approved accommodations. Remember, difficulty is normal. If your paper feels challenging, don't panic. The score normalization process will balance difficulty levels across shifts, so stay calm. Lastly, it's important to stay focused. Keep calm, stay hydrated, and maintain concentration throughout the exam. Your thorough preparation and adherence to these guidelines will help you perform at your best. Trust in your preparation, follow these guidelines, and success awaits you. You've got this. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the CUET and how to approach your exam successfully. Remember, the CUET is a crucial step in your undergraduate journey, and proper preparation along with following the guidelines can make all the difference. Stay calm, focused, and confident. You're well on your way to achieving your goals. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and tips. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you never miss out on important information. Best of luck with your CUET exam. Go ahead and give your best.